I just want to come on to talk about don't despise the protection of the Lord. Don't despise God's protection. God be protecting us in many ways, and we don't even realize God's protection or his shield around us. God's shield, his covering. You know, him putting you in place of hiding. And why I'm making this video is because I was beginning to think about the day, one time when I was praying, a while ago when I was down praying, and I was, in the kneeling position with my face to the ground, and I saw this shield or this dome or this covering come over me. It was like a shell or a dome or whatever you want to call it, come over me. And I was thinking about that, and then I also thought about when the man on TikTok or whatever, he was talking about at this Christian school when the girl came and shot up the school and things of that nature, and their kids was on the back at the playground, and how this gold dome was over them, hiding them from the shooter, hiding them from the killer. And I just and I was like, that is the same way that God did me. That is the same way that God showed me he placed that covering over me, that dome over me, that shield over me. And I began to think about, after I began to thank God for it and things of nature, I began to think about how Job had that same dome over him. Job had that same covering, that same shield over him. Hallelujah. So I'm just wanting to say that don't despise or regret God's shielding, God's covering, God's protection, his hiding place. We wonder why we can't connect with certain people. We wonder why we can't do certain things or go certain places. You see what I'm saying? We wonder why, because it's God's shield, it's God's protection, it's God's covering. See, God will hide you in plain sight. God will hide you in plain view from the text, from the enemy. So never despise God's protection. Never despise God's covering. It's a beautiful thing to be covered by God. It's a beautiful thing to be shielded by God. It's a beautiful thing to be in a hiding place, the secret place, because that's what that shield is. He said that he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty. So that's what you're doing. You're abiding under the shadow of the Almighty. So guess what? He got to protect his children. He got to protect those who are in the secret place. So when you want to collab with certain people, it seems like it won't come through. When you want to go and do ministry with certain people, it seems like it just ain't working out. It seems like when you want to be friends with a certain group of people, it just ain't working out. When you making your videos or whatever it is that you do, it seems like it just ain't working out. Ain't nobody clicking with you. Ain't nobody paying attention. Guess what? It's God's shielding, it's God's protection. Keep doing what you believe and you know that God called you to do. Because guess what? It's God's protection and God's shielding you. When you feel uneased about something, hallelujah, Jesus, it's God's protection. It's God warning, it's God prompting you. Let you know, hey, don't do that. Don't go there. Back up from this. Back up from them. Don't encourage that. Pay attention and always be thankful for what God has shielded you from. You know, what God have not allowed to come near your dwelling place. Thank God for the secret place.